Would you like a souvenir photograph? Would you like to have your picture taken? Make a nice souvenir of your visit to the Club 7-Eleven.
Are you new here?
Oh, no, I've been here a long time. How would you like it? Straight on or profile?
Straight on, if you don't mind.
Now, look at me and smile.
How are you tonight, Mr. Brandon?
Hello, Pep. How are you?
Will you have a drink with us, Mr. Bratton?
Thanks. I can dish it out, but I can't take it.
Well, some other time, Lucky.
You bet. You can destroy that picture, miss.
Yes, Mr. Brandon.
Oh, I have my mouth open.
Is that something new?
I'll have it for you in about a half hour.
Brave man, eating in your own place. I'm used to it. Join me?
Oh, thank you.
Been watching the papers, and I see you haven't cracked that Craig case yet.
I must be slipping. How did you and Norma Craig stand?
Meaning what?
She owned the bit of this place, didn't she?
She was paid off a long time ago. You're a hard man to discourage, Captain. If you keep this up, you're going to have me believing that I'm under suspicion.
Everyone is until this case is cleared up. Well, guess I'll be running along. I'll be seeing you, Lucky.
I don't doubt it.
Well, I got one. I hope it's all right.
You'll soon find out.
Anything wrong?
Why, no, Mr. Brandon.
Oh, Bill, go and get me a couple of cigars, will you?
Yes, sir.
What happened to Marge?
Well, she was taken ill. She asked me if I could help her out for a few days.
Why didn't she tell me?
Well, I'm sure I don't know. It happened so suddenly.
Maybe I better call her up and see if there's anything I can do.
Oh, no. She didn't go to her home. She's staying with a sick aunt. And she mustn't be disturbed.
Where'd you learn to work one of these things?
Oh, I've been around the camera a lot. I've been a photographic model for years.
I'd like to see some of the pictures you've made.
Well, a few of them will be
The
developed.
iris is completely closed.
Oh. Oh, well, it must have just happened, Mr. Brandon.
Here are your cigars, Mr. Brandon.
Oh, thanks, Bill.
Say, your boss seems like a nice guy.
Yeah, but don't let it get you. He's got a lot of women crazy about him.
Any one in particular?
Oh, I understand it's Norma Craig who was murdered. She used to run around with him.
Did you ever see her?
Yeah, a couple of nights ago. She came into the club. Before it was Lucille Compton saw her. She thought she had the inside track. Then this Craig woman shows up, after being gone 7 years. But Lucille ain't getting no place either. She's only kidding herself. Gosh, I'm glad I'm not pretty.
You can't get away with it, Lucky. After all I've done for you, the least you could do is show me a little consideration.
For your own good, I suggest you don't interfere with my business. You're set here. You have nothing to worry about.
Well, I'll give you something to worry about. I know where you went Tuesday night. Norma Craig.
I'll talk to you about that later.
Is there anything I can do, Miss Compton?
No. Leave me alone.
I couldn't help overhearing your conversation with Mr. Brandon.
Oh, forget it, kid.
I've heard a lot about Norma Craig. Did you know her very well?
Yes. Too well. Believe me, that woman had it coming.
From what I understand, she had a way of stirring up trouble.
Yeah. See where it got her? Say, did you ever hear of her husband, Larry Craig?
Sure. Everybody's interested in the Craig murder. What about Mr. Craig?
Well, he and Mrs. Craig were... Yes?
You're on, Miss Compton.
Talk to you some other time, kid.
I was surprised seeing you here, Miss McGuire.
Just a hunch, Captain, but I think you'll find the answer of who killed Norma Craig right here in this club. Lucille loves Brannon, and she accused him of being in Norma's house the night of the murder. And if we hadn't been interrupted, I know Lucille would have told me plenty.
What were they arguing about?
Well, I got in on the tail end of it, but she accused Brannon of being at Norma's the night of the murder.
Well, that's interesting. Did he deny it?
No, he just cut her short and told her he'd talk to her later.
Did you tell Captain Brown that?
Mm-hmm. He seemed very interested in something the boy in the developing room told me. Norma came to see Brown at the club a couple of days ago. Say, do you know Lucille very well?
Well, no, not well. Why do you ask?
She asked me if I knew you. She was about to say something concerning you when she was called out.
Vicky, I wish you'd forget this business of playing detective. Now, you've given the police a couple of leads. Why don't you let them handle it?
Look, Larry, I've started something, and I've got to see it through.
I worry about you, Vicky.
You shouldn't. Captain Brown sticks pretty close.
Your mother raised a very stubborn little girl, Vicky. But I think I'll marry you just the same.
You know, Larry, Lucky Brannon isn't at all what I expected him to be.
He isn't?
No, in the first place, he's much younger. He sort of frightens me. But there's still something fascinating about the man. Maybe it's his voice or his eyes.
Hey, wait a minute. You're not falling for him, are you?
You know I don't fall that easily.
I know that. Uh-oh.
Hello, Larry.
Well, surprised you recognized me.
What are you so worried about? Didn't kill Norma, did you?
You know I didn't.
Too bad Norma showed up. Understand you were all set to get married.
No? Who told you that?
Carrier pigeons. Tell me, who is the lucky girl you're so crazy about?
Why don't you ask the pigeon?
Baby, Give Stevie a little kiss.
Oh, now listen, what are you doing in here? Get back to the bar, you lose your job.
You talk like we're married already, honey. Come on, give baby a kiss.
Oh, please, Steve.
I don't understand you women. One minute you act like you're crazy about a guy, and the next minute you act like you're just crazy. Give Stevie a little kiss.
What's going on here?
Well, we were just talking.
You mind if I enter into the conversation? Get back to work.
Yes, sir.
How did this happen?
Well, I don't know. I think Steve had the wrong idea of me.
I'll have him fired in the morning.
Oh, please don't. I'm sure he won't try anything like that again.
Oh, just a minute, please.
Yes, Mr. Brandon?
How did you get in here?
Oh, your door was open. I was looking for some plates for my camera.
Here you are, miss.
Thank you, Mr. Brandon.
Sorry you were in such a hurry this afternoon. We might have had lunch together. You were with Larry Craig, weren't you?
Why, yes, I was.
I'd be more careful in choosing my friends if I were you.
Will that be all, Mr. Brandon?
Yes, for the time being.
Hello, Larry. This is Vicky. Taxi! Follow that car. Turn right at the canyon. Park among the trees. Wait for me.